Hi, you're watching Bizworld and I'm Muhammed, Ahmad Hamdan. The Malaysian manufacturing sector reported a renewed increase in growth momentum at the start of the second quarter of 2022. Although output levels remained subdued, incoming orders recovered strongly to register the sharpest rise since April 2014. Amid improved client confidence, S&P Global said despite the rise in demand, manufacturers continue to scale down workforce numbers as international border restrictions hampered the ability of firms to hire from abroad. These played on firms' expectations regarding future output, which fell to the lowest since last August. In short, manufacturers are seeing signs of reviving demand, but their efforts to boost production to meet these new orders continue to be frustrated by shortages, which will likely put further pressure on inflation in the coming months. Malaysia Debt Ventures Berhad MDV has expanded its second tranche of 50 million ringgit liquidity financing for technology startups LIFTS program. According to its Chief Executive Officer Nizam Muhammad Nazri, the fund was in addition to the 50 million ringgit allocated last year to provide cash line facilities to technology startups in Malaysia.
For the 50 million, on average, we are looking at each facility would be about 750 to about 1.5 million. So essentially, the 50 million would essentially be available to between 60 to 70 companies.
In the meantime, MDV is planning to expand its fund management strategy from the current FinTech into MedTech and AgriTech fund. This can be done by establishing new variable capital company subsidiaries as fund vehicle. MDV intends to leverage the minimal funding from the government and enlarge the fund by getting private sector's involvement. Now, digital banking license winners have bright prospects and are not major threats and can coexist quite harmoniously with their conventional banking counterparts. HLIB research opined that the sector's risk-reward profile is still skewed to the upside as valuations are undemanding. The firm also noted that they will have to undergo a period of operational readiness that Bank Negara will validate through an audit before commencing operations. The process may take between 12 and 24 months. Further, the firm noticed that digital banks in China and Korea took around 1 to 2 years from inception to turn profitable. To recap, Bank Negara had on last Friday announced the 5 successful applicants for digital banking licenses. Next, foreign investors continued to be net buyers for the week ended April 30th, which saw total net inflows of 131.2 million ringgit, while local retailers maintained their net buying position at 58.8 million ringgit. MIDF research in its weekly fund flow report update said local institutions continued their net selling streak at 190 million ringgit last week, while international funds have been net buyers for 14 out of 17 weeks of 2022, with total net inflows of 7.3 billion ringgit to date. Local institutions, which have been net sellers for 12 consecutive weeks since the week ended February 11th, have sold 8 billion ringgit of equities to date. Petronas Dagangan PDB and Petroleum Sarawak Petros announced the completion of the business transfer and share subscription agreement for Petros Niaga. This conclusion marks the operationalization of the partnership for the liquefied petroleum gas LPG business in Sarawak. In a joint statement, both companies said that starting today, all green Petronas gas-filled cylinders are Petros marketed by Petros Niaga, and all existing Petronas LPG dealers are now Petros LPG dealers. The partnership is a strategic move to combine the strengths, experience and competencies of both oil and gas companies to deliver superior service and value for its customers while elevating the LPG market in the state. The completed agreement with Petros involves the divestment of PDB Sarawak LPG business to Petros Niaga and subscription of 49% equity stake in Petros Niaga. That's all the time we have for Bizworld this evening. I'm Muhammed, Ahmad, Hamdan. Thank you for watching and take care.